Hi, my name is Bryce. Welcome back to VHS Play, where we are playing Final Fantasy VI and recording it all on VHS. Last time, hey, you know what? We rounded out our party. We have a party of 4, and let me just point out how how much of a difference this feels like. Celeste alone, Celeste with 3 friends, or at least 2 friends and Edgar. Let me pick on the nerd a little bit. So, we are heading into Daryl's tomb. Setzer at some point mentioned Daryl. I think this was in that little bonus cutscene that I had to, like, go back from the Imperial capital specifically to the airship to have a chance to view. That whole deal. Setzer mentioned of just like, oh yeah, there was this girl I liked, in short. Alright, there we go. Topped up. Jeez, again, just like the difference of here's 4 versus all alone. Just, oh, it makes such a difference. And it comes online at like the pacing of it, of just like they give you that chance to just feel the emptiness and the loneliness, and like they pretty swiftly fill your ranks, but like it is long enough to really feel it and really just feel just so grateful to have people around again. Anyway, this person, she was your friend? Yeah, she was a piece of work. Nothing scared her. Could be anything lurking down there, so keep your eyes peeled. Oh, I do love when every time they like let me, you know, they have the sprites hold a pose. I always appreciate it, just every time, every single time. Also, as a reminder, we are going into a place that is filled with undead, so fireworks, things that drain are real bad for us right now. So we don't want to have any of those drain things. I know we got a sword. Is it still there down at the bottom of the list? No, it is not. We got like a neat sounding sword that's just like, oh yeah, it drains mana. Undead, it would drain our mana and give it to the undead, and that's unfortunate. Oh, I think there's some things that can only appear in this room. So... that works. Let me just pop up on my list of, hey, what do I need to be worried about? 2 Revivify is good, because that is apparently an issue to worry about down here. Let's just do a real quick check. In short, we're all screwed. You know what? Actually, you, instead of dealing a little bit more damage, you can be the one that gets protected from zombie mode. I could lower your damage, or I could just kill things fast. And that, again, that 69% chance of, hey, what if I just don't get hit? Let's stick with that. In the end, I changed nothing. Alright, what do I need to be worried about? Actually, it sounds like I can get back in here later, so we can deal with that later. Hooray! This is like the only place that uses like this specific tile set. Hello, turtle. Power demon. More like dead demon, am I right? Alright, things that I intend to look at and then forget to. Double checking where everybody is on their experience curve. The tombstone is blank. Carve something? Not right now. Mad Oscar and X-rays. Oh boy. No, that's... So that's zombification. It's a nuisance. I don't think... Yeah, Celeste doesn't get experience while zombified. She essentially counts as dead, but is not dead. And you have to use specifically Revivifies to get rid of that status. It's kind of neat that, like, there's a status that is, like, they are still very capable warriors. They're basically on autopilot / berserk. But, like, they are still useful in combat, but they count as dead. And if your entire team gets zombified, then you lose because everybody counts as dead. It's an interesting status. Oh, I just feel like I'm going to heck something up about this dungeon. I don't know why. I don't think you can heck things up for the most part. It's also interesting seeing what is a Marlboro being called a Mad Oscar. Hey, who has Fenrir, and are they done learning things yet? Not quite. Do. Hey, Genji helmet. That is apparently one of the, like, that is endgame gear, top tier helmet. It has extremely high defense, which apparently can make it worth... One of these days I'll get a slot on camera. We at least get a small heal. And a bunny. Anyway, Genji helmet, top tier, like, sort of in-game stuff. So that's nice. And in fact, let's double check here. You can put it on, and you do not have a whole lot of, you don't really have much in the way of magic defense, or magic block. So, you know what? Here, you can use that. Crystal mail. There we go. That was kind of pathetic, honestly. That's a bummer. Oh, Setzer is such a weird character. Like... The slot mechanic is actually, like, I do enjoy it, like, as a fun aspect of just, like, ooh, random chance, fun times. But also, it's like, it often doesn't do a whole lot, is the problem. It's, hooray, the Tsarina gown. It's somewhere in here. It's for Realm. And it's got some decent stats. However, I believe all of her, like, the cat suits or whatever, like the tabby suit, the chocobo suit, those end up being pretty drastically better than that. So probably won't end up using that for much of anything. Yeah. I don't know what that opened. The very worst part about the slot mechanic is you see those 777s. If I remember correctly, those will kill everyone on the battlefield. Just flat out, everyone dies. Which you can actually use to your benefit if you have prepared a life 3 ahead of time. But if you don't, then you're hecked. Just flat out. Have you finished learning X-Zone, by the way? Yes, you did. Okay, great. Soon-ish. Turtle. Moogle Moogle. It's like at the very least the Lagomorph is cute and fun, and you do get the pity heal. Which, honestly, at this stage is kind of worthwhile because, like, we're not taking a whole lot of damage. The thing that we actually need to be worried about is the zombification, of course. I see you over there, room. Hello. Yes. 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 Alright. Why am I so excited? Doubles the obtained experience. I believe that only counts for the user, but it will allow me to do things like get Edgar a little bit more of... Why am I bad at menus? Get Edgar a little bit more of a lead on Setzer if I wish. Which I probably should. Oh, I'll deal with that more in my own time. By the way, in case it's not clear with the slot mechanic, basically each reel is tied to a button press. So it's activate slot and then stop each. Stop each reel with a button press. Words, why are they hard? I'm kind of surprised at how little experience we're gaining here. I'm also really curious, what did that button do? Don't mind me just double-checking the, double-checking that I didn't pass anything. Heck. That sure was not Fire Dance. Alright, Celeste got her level, finally. Great, great, great. You've got a ways to go. Anyway, turtle. Well, I was really hoping that the noise blaster would work on these flowers, the X-rays that are doing the doom pollen. So that's really the thing I have to worry about here. Alright, what's through this door? Letters have been carved here. Oh boy, it's time for me to break out the post notes. A rowl. That works. Letters have been carved here. Letters have been carved here. Wet. The world is square. Okay, I'll show my work on this. So the bottom two were the trick that really, like, I was already thinking of square because it's like, oh hey, this would be a fun little Easter egg of put your company name in there somewhere. So like that was already in my mind, but then the wet, which it's pretty obviously. Let me just look at the thing. The world. The world. So if we're just reading things backwards, it ends up being the world is square if you put the four things into the only order that they could spell something out backwards. Nice, simple puzzle. I probably struggled with it as a kid. I don't remember. I do remember at this point, like, so at some point in the last week, I was poking around and I got curious enough, like, I did go ahead and buy all the Pixel remasters, which I still have really mixed feelings about, but in particular, I wanted to check to see if it had this option, because this was one of the coolest things about Final Fantasy VI. And this is one of those things that I remember, like, playing with people, like, and in particular in this dungeon. Like, this is the dungeon where I remember that actually being a thing, and like actually like playing this game with somebody, me controlling two characters poorly, and them controlling the other two characters, or maybe I was only controlling one character, and I'm pretty sure that character was Setzer, which is probably why I liked him as a kid. But yeah, just that option just does not exist in the Pixel remaster, which, I mean, why would it? It's these are very much single player games, but like I don't know, it's one of those things. It's just like being able to share this experience with somebody and like being able to actually like drag them along for the ride, and like get them in there and actually like playing as a certain character, and like that's such a cool thing. Okay. Which, I guess, spell it all out backwards. Arrow, Quizzy, World. Backwards. Okay, game over music. Daryl et. Find the experience egg hidden in the back room in the third basement. Is that... Are you talking about this one that I already found? Is there another experience egg? I don't know, like, again, like, words. I'm trying to not just say like and just mutter. Anyway, the other words that are just me. Yep, this is basement 3. Okay, cool. Like, I'm annoying myself now because I'm catching myself every time I start a thought with like or anyway or whatever. Like, once you start thinking on it, you just catch yourself doing it, and it sucks. It's just maddening. Transitioning. Anyway. Like, okay. This whole thing here, this like being able to like give, like, I don't know, if you have like a little brother or like a kid that wants to play games with you or whatever, then you can play this and hand them a controller and give them a control over one character, maybe even 2 characters. And that is just super cool. It should come as no surprise that I love to share experiences. Like, I mean, I'm doing this whole putting these experiences out there on the internet to be shared. Like, that's the whole point of me doing this, is to share this experience with people. And like that's the point. That's the reason. That's the scrumdiddlyumptious. I don't know. That's the thing. Like, it should be no surprise that I, of course, love this thing that allows me to share an experience with someone. And like, that's always something that I find is one of the most powerful things, is sharing experiences with people. Like, it's the whole water cooler talk thing. Like, having, you know, if there's like the big show that everybody's watching, just like, great, cool. That's I've never actually been part of that for the most part. Like, but you have the thing of just like everybody's watching the same show and they have that shared experience. They can discuss it and talk about it. Everybody goes and sees like the movie of the day or whatever, and everybody can like go and talk about it and like have those shared experiences, or whatever game is currently out and stuff like that. Like, that's all super neat. But also, like, there's these other experiences. Like, again, I cannot stress enough how cool this feature was as a kid. Being able to like play this with somebody else and like actually get into this game that, like, I wasn't allowed to play this game until I could learn how to read, but being handed a controller and, you know, fiddling through menus and stuff like that, that was something I could do. And that was something that, like, was super neat. And also that whole, like, every time I tell that story of, like, I learned to read because of Final Fantasy VI, like, I don't know if the timing lines up with actually when I learned how to read. So it was probably about like Final Fantasy IV and like Dragon Quest or Dragon Warrior, or I'm not. Again, Dragon Warrior speaks to like the Western releases of those games on the NES, specifically those versions, those cartridges, whereas Dragon Quest is the actual series and the name of the whole thing. I'm rambling. Let's jump on a turtle. Oh boy. It's time for some shenanigans, and also I forgot that I was going to do a thing. So hopefully this works the first try. Hey, everybody knows X Zone now. Great. Okay. Still catching myself doing it, and it's throwing me off entirely. So, hey, it's 2 treasure chests. Oh no, this one's a monster in a box. It's a presenter! So this is just like a variation on Welk. And there's a shell, and there's the head. As separate creatures, but they are the same creature, and like killing one kills the other, technically, kind of, but there's a trick. This being a monster in the box, they want to give you a reward at the end of this fight. The way that actually works is it is on the drop table for that monster. So monsters, much like the whole stealing thing, have like 2 entries in the drop table of common and rare. Basically, every entry is filled with just drop this specific thing, the thing that you would get out of winning this fight. So you have the shell and the head are 2 separate enemies technically, but you should only ever be able to kill one ever. However, we have X Zone, which I realize is actually pretty costly. X Zone is an instant death attack, which means for things that are, vulnerable to instant death and not immune to it, such as the presenter here, both the head and the shell, it has a chance to kill them. And X Zone targets everything on the field. So this gives us a chance to kill both of them at the same time, which means we can then get 2 of that item. Which I don't know if I even need 2 of this item, but I kind of want 2 of this item just to open up the possibilities. I.e., hey, I like the Genji glove quite a bit. Anyway, let's see if this works. I think it did. There we go, both of them. First try, let's go. Anyway, the reason I want that is because this is a pretty dang good claw for Sabin. Raises vigor, which is always nice. Raises magic just a little bit, which is always nice. We've seen how much magic actually matters for all of his blitzes. And then that battle power. That's kind of a big leap from 148 to 214. That's a lot, especially considering, like, So he started to hear, and it's like, okay, 10, another 10, another roughly 10. Like, there's some slightly larger jumps. That's like 18 instead of 10. It's 12. And then we have our 27-ish jump from poison to fire knuckle, but fire knuckle is also a fire elemental attack, which can cause issues when we fight things like, I don't know, we'll say bombs, because those are a classic fire enemy, and suddenly all of his attacks that are doing fire damage are kind of a problem. Not that Sabin attacks very often. Anyway, you get the point. Dragon Claw, as you can see, jump of about 60 points of battle power. It's kind of really good, and this is the only place they can come from. It's also, oh, apparently it's Pearl Elemental, which can also cause trouble, because some things do absorb Pearl, which Pearl is holy. It's the light element or whatever, that they couldn't call it holy because Nintendo at the time was just like, we don't want to touch anything regarding religion whatsoever, so nope, don't even call it that. So, well, hey, we got one of the best weapons, if not the best weapon for Sabin, for pretty much the entirety of this. I think pretty much that's it. That's Sabin sorted for weapons. Also, we got that crystal mail at some point, which I think is actually pretty decent. Certainly nothing to laugh at there. Like, that's a good 20-point jump in defense, 6 points of magic defense. The Gaia Gear having that earth absorption, though, is kind of nice. Anyway, since that worked so well the first time, let's go ahead and save over that. Well, hey, I'm glad that worked first try, because so at the start of this playthrough I didn't have it set up, but I set it up, basically I set it up when I was dealing with the giant pile of let me go get things from the vault, that I can easily pull my Super Nintendo console out and like move it closer to me so that I can access the reset button and other such things more easily, because boy howdy, having to like stand up and go over a few steps to hit reset and needing to do that very often, it gets old real fast. It also just wastes a ton of time. A man-eater. What is a man-eater? Doubles damage to human targets. And magic block. Not bad, not bad. Can be used by most. That is actually more damage. Interesting. Oh, that does do better than your darts, but your darts are also back row. It's nice whenever that aura bolt actually works. Daryl sleeps here. Level question mark Pearl. Oh boy. Ooh. Alright, Celeste, we'll put you on defense, I guess. Yeah, okay, we're leaving Celeste on defense with third level spells going around. Of course not. Of course I hack up my Orbital. If only I could consistently do Orbals. Been doing pretty good throughout the entirety of the dungeon now that I'm at the boss. Good lord. Trying to wait out for the, oh, that's not good. Setzer, he really hates you. And of course you miss with your Chocobob. Why? Come on, Setzer. Okay, so this is the nice thing about Lagomorph. It's not much of a heal, but it does, Lagomorph might not be much of a heal, but it does bypass Runic. There we go, an Aurabolt, finally, jeez. I have lost track of whether or not I'm runic. Do always love this version of Setzer's theme. Oh, this brings back a lot of memories.
This experimental airship is probably a bit unstable.
You can't be serious. What are you trying to prove? God, I forgot how good her sprite is. Watch your step. Oh, if something should happen to me, the Falcon's yours. That's Daryl speaking.
If something should happen to me, the Falcon's yours.
Ah, nonsense. I'll win the Falcon from you when I whip you in that race. You better clear out of my way.
Oh, big talk, Buster.
Oh, you get the memory of flying in the world of balance. It was so blue and pretty and just fun. Ah, there's nothing like flying.
Come on, stop lagging back there. Or do you like chewing on my wake?
Listen to you.
This time it's for real. I'm gonna break every record. I'll be known as the woman who flew closest to the stars.
I'll be back before sunset. I'll be waiting for you on our hill. The wreck of the Falcon was found a full year later in a distant land. I restored the craft and put it to rest down here. This is the Falcon? I put it in storage. Couldn't bear to look at it, but now it just may save us. The Falcon. I think we're finally gonna pull this off.
We can attack Kefka's tower from the air.
Falcon's going to give us one last chance at that guy. But first, we need to find our friends. Right. First things first. For once, I feel hopeful.
Hey, a bird. Setzer, follow that bird.
But why?
I don't know. Something inside me just tells me it's important.
And now we have control. Okay, so first of all, A, I love this song. B, the title of the song is Searching for Friends. Which is just chef's kiss good. Not a carpet over to. Hey, old man. Glad you made it. Random chair. Gotta explore our new digs. Seems a little empty right now, but that's because, you know, we don't have anybody. But soon. Soon. Oh. So, at this point, the world is fully wide open. We have our airship. We can kind of just go do whatever we want. We could even go straight to Kefka's tower if we really wanted to. That's a bad plan. It's a very bad plan. We would die. Because... So... I had considered doing like a quick save, flying over to Kefka's tower, and then immediately landing and just being like, yeah, this is why we don't do this right now. We do have this little thread to follow here of, hey, there was a bird that went flying this way. And there is something to remember that somebody said, I think it was in Albrook, of there's now this thing called Doomgaze flying around somewhere. So the skies are not safe, actually. Unlike the world balance where we can just fly around and everything's fine. There's a boss up there somewhere. And they can be a doozy. So we need to be careful and make sure we save pretty much every time we land. But yeah, that's the thing to worry about. It's also, I want to fight Doomgaze at some point because reasons. We'll get into it later. Anyway, I'm a former thief. My old accomplice used to mumble this in his sleep. To the right of the treasure chest. Which treasure chest? There's a lot of those around here, my dude. And also, lay off the coffee, I guess. Jeez. A knight came through here recently. He was amazing, but his heart was full of chaos. When he can cope with his pain, he'll be the mightiest warrior alive. I used to be a thief, but one day I uncovered a secret so awesome, I had to run and hide. A spell ago, some old ball came strolling through here. I kept calling people thou. I've learned a lot about our new world from the thieves and travelers that have come through here. Oh, what should I talk about? You know what? Tell me about the nurse. That's actually really neat. Like, this is just a, this gives you... Oh, that's really good. That's really good. That gives you just like, hey, here's a preview of like where things ended up in the world of Ruin. Because like these places still exist. They're just, you know, moved and shuffled and different. Oh, you know that guy in Zozo who says this place is dangerous? He's the only one guy in that town who maybe tells the truth. Maybe he can help you.
Your own past can be your worst enemy. Friends, family, gotta let them all go.
Bird.
I used to be a thief. Climbed the tower of Kefka's followers in spite of the danger, but got hurt and had to turn back after the first treasure room.
Maybe that's the hint. To the right of the treasure chest in the first treasure room.
Oh, recently Lola has been receiving a lot of letters. Must be that guy from Mobliz?
Can't be that guy, because that guy we know to be dead. Well, alright. Silk flowers, beautifully made too. So many silk flowers. All beautifully made.
Look, my boyfriend in Mobliz sent me all these flowers. They're all handmade of silk, and these are letters he has written to me.
But wasn't Mobliz demolished by Kefka?
Somebody else must have written these.
My beloved Lola, we're still trying to rebuild this town. If all goes well, I'll be able to come home to see you.
This handwriting looks a lot like Cyan's. But where is he mailing them from? Could you please attach this reply to a carrier pigeon? Thank you.
Hey, bud. Bye. That looks to be Zozo. Or at least where Zozo was. Gravity Rod, Swordbreaker, randomly evades an enemy attack, so that sounds like it's going to end up being useless because it probably adds like 22 evasion. The Falchion. That's some pretty good attack power, but as we all know, attack power isn't the only thing that matters. 176. How does that compare with our enhancers, which I don't remember if I have any spares of those. I do not. Alright, well, we can reverse engineer this. I know at my weapon gets listed as plus 255. Which would mean that this thing is 155. So, Falchion's actually a pretty good boost on attack damage. Let's go ahead and buy one, just... Excuse me, just so I can compare. And double check that it doesn't have anything fancy attached to it. Bummer. An evasion. Regular old evasion. Okay, that is actually a lot of battle power. That's, woof, that 43 or 41 more attack power than the enhancer. That's actually really quite good. I'll have to remember those are here. Dang. Oh, crystal shields. Better than diamond shields. Crystal helms. Better than diamond helms. Oath veil. Dark gear. Tau robe. And crystal mail. Let's compare that with our bard's hats and mystery veils. Why are you even wearing a bard's hat? You should have a mystery veil. So Oath Veil is slightly better defense, but loses that magic defense, or the magic block. So, yeet. I'm curious what dark gear does. If it has anything special. Let's go ahead and just grab one. And crystal helms are good, but they're not bard's hats. That's what it always comes down to. And let's just buy a stack of shields. Alright, so compared to this power sash, we'd lose out on a bunch of vigor and stamina. We gain speed. That's pretty good, actually. And defense is up. Don't think there's anything much more to say about the power sash. So it fully comes down to, do we want the 5 vigor and some amount of stamina, which, again, stamina is like, it's only for like resisting instant death attacks, pretty much. It does better than Diamond Vest. Alright, and finally, 200 gold a night. Alright, so at this point, we have our airship. We have just this open world to explore, and I do like this. Like, hey, the world is open, but here's a breadcrumb to follow. Giving you that trail to go down, if you so choose. Like, that's pretty important, actually. So that you're not just like, wait, where do I go now? I don't remember if there's any breadcrumbs to follow from there. Like, so putting the pieces together. Hey, somebody's been writing letters to the woman in Miranda. We know it's not her boyfriend because he's dead. We've been to Mobliz. That place got destroyed. They told us the soldier died. So who's doing this? This is Cyan's handwriting, and the bird flew off towards Zozo. So Cyan is maybe in Zozo? Oh man, flying just feels so good. Even though it is kind of scary right now. So yeah, world is just flat out wide open, which does mean we can get into a lot of trouble. Hey, look, it's the Opera House. We're not going there yet because we can get ourselves into a lot of trouble. However, we can also head over towards Jador. Jador exists, still. Music's different. This is Jador, the westernmost world. The world's so different now. Lately, I've seen a lot of carrier pigeons flying towards Miranda. Who will be sending all the letters? Hello, circlet that is pretty good, apparently. I think I might go ahead and just buy one of each so I can compare and determine if they actually have anything worth noting. Circlet. Boost stats. That's not bad. But it's certainly not, you know, certainly not magic evade chance. So anyway, Jador still exists. There's stuff at the auction house. I don't want to deal with it. Not right now. Ooh, hey, a crystal sword. And snipers. These will be good for when we find Locke. We probably won't find Locke for a bit. For reasons. In short, because unlike, you know, your Oblivions and Skyrims, the difficulty is not dynamic, or any of that. It is fully, the difficulty of each zone is set. Buy one for comparison's sake. So, Felchin, quite good. Felchin just kicks the Crystal Sword's butt in the end. I saw the Emperor recently. A painting of him, that is. It's in Owser's house. In a world like this, you have to keep an open mind. I don't remember what is at the auction house. Owser sought out a highly skilled artist to come and paint for him. A highly skilled artist, you say?
The other day I read Owser's diary. It was just lying there.
Art evokes the end of the world. Art that evokes the end of the world is popular now.
A while ago, a little girl entered the art collector's house.
The house to the north belongs to Owser. He's a collector of fine paintings. Neat, neat, neat. Don't need to steal those anymore. What is this one? Just cast safe flat out. That's actually kind of nice. Okay. So. Just visiting Jador, suddenly we have, we can piece together some hints. Owser is a fine art collector, has hired a painting, and there was a little girl that went to his house lately. If only we knew a little painter girl named Realm, perhaps. Boy howdy. I'm excited. I'm really excited to continue getting to this and like, oh man, I love this game, and it is at the point that it is cracked wide open, and we can just start doing things. So we've already kind of pinpointed the location of two of our potential characters. We've got Zozo where Cyan probably is. We've got Jador where Realm probably is. we can head back up here to Collingen and Figaro. And then there's also way up here. Hey, this looks like the Opera House, but the Opera House is way down south. What gives? Welcome to the Colosseum. The more precious the item wagered, the better your prize will be. The Dragon's Neck Colosseum. Champions from all over the world come here to fight for prizes. I just said the same thing.
Look at me. I'm a receptionist. Now, you'd better be on watch, I bet, on what you bet, or Master Chupon will come and take it from you.
I'm an Imperial Trooper. Probably the last of them. I have some invaluable information for you. Talk to the Emperor twice. Use this when you found the place where the Emperor hid a secret treasure. Battles at the Colosseum are one-on-one. Someone's been pretending to be me. Don't be fooled. Ultros is your receptionist? Huh. He couldn't pay his debt, so I put him to work. I figure he'll be here for another 100 years. Creatures from all over the world come here to compete. Get a load of the crowds. The same. 400 gold a night. That's pretty costly. So yeah, remember that old guy that was just like, I want to build a Colosseum. Oh, he went and did it. Good job. Jeez, don't let your memes be dreams, I guess. Man, we're over time. I want to keep playing. Oh, this is one of those, like, the world's just cracked wide open. There's a lot of stuff to go do, and I want to just get to all of it. Let's just do a little fly around. Like, here's Narsh. We know that now. Somebody said something about, like, north of Narsh, which there is now a north of Narsh. That tree is not a thing. But yeah, world's real different from what we used to know. There's that old man's house. He's still alive. No more Fountain Forest. This looks like a Velt. There's the Velt Cave. We also know Terra is here. We passed over this tower at some point. Oh, man, there's just so much to do, and I want to get to all of it right now. There's this weird little, look at this. Look at this. A weird little dot here. Wonder if that's anything. Spoilers, it is. Yeah, we can just go places and do things, and hey, I think Thamasa is over here still. Yep, there's Thamasa. And hey, remember they were talking about, like, Hedon or something like that? There sure is now this rock jutting out of the ocean. I think they said that it was no longer there. We can even go back to the sad little island, which I need to do off camera to pick up some fights for Gao at some point. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'm excited to get to things. I've been Bryce. This has been VHS Play. Have yourself a lovely evening.